Good morning, everybody. This is Eureka John, Eureka Street Crypto Hub, coming at you live on Tuesday morning at 6:03 in the morning from Leander, Texas, March 16th, 2021. And yes, it is a Tuesday. Not a whole lot much else to say about it, and it's early. But here I am, doing the thing. I've been broadcasting every single morning since February 6th, and I've been broadcasting with Eureka Street Crypto Hub, my experiment in crypto of me learning about crypto, and I've been doing this broadcast since October 24th, 2020. I've been messing around in crypto since, I guess, 2018, like late 2018, and I've been learning so much. So much about finance, so much about money, so much about internet and the technology and coding and development, game theory, psychology, philosophy, and I just wanted some way to document it and to have some kind of outlet, because my family and friends, sure, they'll listen to me for a little bit, but this is kind of an obsession now, and it is definitely a hobby, and crypto is changing my life. This show has become part of my life, and I wanted a way to just document the progression I'm making on this, and to help others as well, to not make some of the same mistakes that I've made with crypto. Yes, I have lost some money here and there, and I have gotten scammed. So I think it's almost kind of a rite of passage in this crypto world for that type of stuff. But it is the Wild West, and the rules are unclear, but they are getting clarified more and more. The vision, the blurred lines are starting to become more and more clear the further we go into this crypto space, and the further adoption and acceptance of the crypto sphere is becoming into mainstream society. The more society knows about Bitcoin, and right now institutions and governments are paying attention. They want to know more about this, and Bitcoin is making huge steps in taking the place of the dollar bill that is failing in so many ways. So we shall see. Okay, let's go to CoinGecko and see what the deal is here. All right, let me go to home and check out some Bitcoin. Bitcoin has dipped to $55,863. We saw Bitcoin hit, I believe, 61 or 62,000 a couple days ago. So I mean, even to call 55,000 a dip, just like I said yesterday, it just blows my mind that I can sit here and call this a dip. Around this time last year, Bitcoin really dipped, like crashed, like down to $4,000. It crashed by 40% at the time. And the longer Bitcoin is out there in the world, and the more adoption it's getting, right now corporations are buying up Bitcoin. Trust funds, hedge funds, banks are buying up Bitcoin. Countries are buying up Bitcoin. The less effect these crashes have. Last year it was a 40% crash. And then at times there's days where you have 30%, 20%, 10%, crashes or dips. And those dips 10% on $3,000 value is quite a bit, and it just really punches you in the stomach. But let's say here let's say we had, I don't know, from 60,000 to 55,000 is not such a huge dip. I mean, honestly, in the crypto space. So the more adopted Bitcoin becomes, the more, I guess, stable it becomes. Yeah, sure, there's a lot of volatility, but it's not like the volatility of the early days when you had no adoption or only retail was in there. And that's, a lot of people try to compare that 2017 crypto crash with what people think is going to happen now, and they're projecting those past experiences onto now. But back then, Bitcoin was purely retail. It was purely just me and you, like I'm an average dude, just work my average 8 to 5 job, and I dollar cost average into Bitcoin. I'm not some institution. I'm not Grayscale and or BlackRock Ventures or J.P. Morgan, or Michael Saylor with MicroStrategies, or Jack Dorsey with Twitter. I'm just an average dude, and those were the people who were investing in Bitcoin back then. Now we have all these institutions and governments and extremely rich people paying attention and putting percentages of their portfolios and hedge funds and everything like that into Bitcoin. So it is different, and we also have a maturation of Web 3.0 technology. And if you don't know, there's a lot of people that focus only on Bitcoin. There's a lot of other tokens out there. I mean, there's about 3,000 or 4,000 other tokens. Not saying that the majority of them suck, all right? But there are a lot of tokens that are revolving around Web 3.0 technology. Web 1.0 was just your static website. Back in the 90s, you had pets.com. Hey, look at my pet. His name is Ralphie. He's a schnauzer. And that's it. Just some photos and some text. Web 2.0 came into play when you had MySpace, when the user could dynamically update the website, where you had fill-in forms and users could create their own little personal profile pages and stuff like that. That's Web 2.0, and people could buy stuff with a credit card on a commerce card. Now, Web 3.0 connects everything to the blockchain. You have your MetaMask wallet, and it's connected to Ethereum. You can do transactions that way. It's what's called dApps, decentralized apps. Web 2.0, your website was connected to a centralized server. So all your information gets sucked up by this one big centralized server. Well, Web 3.0 has your little wallet connected to the Ethereum blockchain, and anything you do goes to the blockchain, which is distributed all over the world to thousands and thousands and thousands of computers. And nobody could ever shut that down or erase that data, and nobody owns that data but you. So that is the beauty of Web 3.0. So there are a lot of tokens out there besides Bitcoin, which Bitcoin is valuable. It is a store value. It is a digital gold. And it is a superior form of money, but it is not transactional money. I mean, it's 7 transactions per minute or something like that. It's really low. It's slow, in comparison to a lot of these other digital currencies. So there are other tokens now and projects that are taking the place as a digital currency, but it's more than that. It's Web 3.0, and it's the tools that make the democratization of data, that allow people to create decentralized finance apps that allow people to build on a world computer based on Web 3.0. Instead of having centralized servers, now you have all these decentralized nodes all over the world, so your information is not gathered and collected and owned, and you are not the product. If you work with Facebook or Twitter or Google or YouTube and you get free services, those services are not free because you are the product. So if you use things like Brave Browser, DuckDuckGo, library.tv, you are not the product. You control your data. So keep that in mind. Okay, that was a rant. So Bitcoin, number 1. Ethereum, number 2. 1796.83. Binance, 255.10. Tether, right there in the top. I'm gonna complain again. Tether shouldn't be. Stablecoins should not be in these rankings. 5. Polkadot, 34.38. Cardano, $1.04. XRP sitting at number 7. I have no idea how, but it's doing it. 47 cents. Uniswap, 2901. Litecoin, 201.73. And Chainlink sitting at number 10 with 27.67. Bitcoin Cash got kicked out of the top 10, which I'm not sad about. For those of you who don't know, don't be confused by all the Bitcoins out there. There's Bitcoin, the original, the king. BTC is the ticker symbol. Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Diamond, all these other Bitcoins out there are not the real Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash kind of strove to be the transactional Bitcoin, the day-to-day one, since Bitcoin original was too slow. Bitcoin Cash tried to slide in there and say like, well, you can just use us, for your everyday, okay, all right. I mean, I guess they have some pretty interesting marketing going on right now. I'm just not down with it. Whatever. And then Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision. I don't really want to go into the whole just like quagmire of Craig Wright and Bitcoin Satoshi Vision and all that stuff. That just gets it gets real gossipy real quick. So anyway, so let me check out portfolio. These are the tokens that I hold. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, Cardano, Uniswap, Chainlink. Theta Network right now is exploding again, even in a dip. Theta Network is just kicking ass and taking names. So let me sidetrack a little bit on Theta Network here real quick. Theta Network right now, let's see here. Well, shite, I had this pulled up. Okay, Theta Network they just got patented. Okay, so I saved this on my Twitter bookmarks. Let me see here. So Theta Network's right here. They run a decentralized content delivery network. Now, what I was talking about just a second ago with Web 2.0 and all your data and all your information and everything going to a centralized server, well, that is how Amazon Prime, that's how YouTube works, that's how Netflix works. Anything that streams data, it all goes through centralized servers, and it creates what's called a last mile problem. And it's a link between a limited number of point of presence data centers and end users, presents a bottleneck in the data streaming and delivery pipeline, and often leads to less optimal user experience, including noticeable delays, choppy streams, poor picture quality, and frequent rebuffering. Another major concern is the content delivery network bandwidth cost, which can easily reach tens of millions of dollars per year for popular sites. These issues become more prominent with the coming era of high-resolution digital media, 4K, 8K, and 360-degree virtual streaming, and upcoming technologies such as light field streaming. Bandwidth requirements of today's mainstream 620p /HD streams jump by orders of magnitude for newer systems. To overcome such bandwidth limitations, Theta's decentralized peer-to-peer data streaming and delivery platform has been developed based on self-organizing and self-configuring mesh networks. End users may share redundant or unused computing, bandwidth, and storage resources, motivating and incentivizing users to actively share available resources. Require a secure and minimally delayed payment method that is compatible with the decentralized nature of the peer-to-peer network. Also important is the ability to economically handle frequent minuscule payments for small individual data chunks transmitted to or received from one or more peers. Now, what does that mean? Let me go in here and I will show you. And I feel like I show you guys this every day, and I feel like I harp on Theta a lot. One, because I like Theta, and I'm invested in Theta. So yes, I am biased. But two, whoops, wrong one here. Yes, I want to remove that window capture. I want to add this window capture. Let me get this. Okay. So window capture. Yes, so I do harp on Theta a lot, but it's because I do believe Theta is revolutionizing the industry, and this is only the beginning right now. So as you can see, this is my Theta Edge node. And what they're talking about those microtransactions and sharing bandwidth and the bandwidth requirements of mainstream of today's mainstream streams jump by orders of magnitude, and for the micropayments and everything. Here is what I installed on my computer. It's free, and you can get it on the Theta website right here, and you can download your Edge node on Mac or Windows. And so let me pull that back up. Oops. Okay. So now it's not letting me pull that Theta Edge node back up, but you did see that Theta Edge node, so you can install that. And then on the Theta Edge node, let me pull that back up, window capture. Okay, here it is, Theta Edge node. And as you can see right here, it's doing computing jobs. It's using my bandwidth. You can watch videos. You can watch videos on it right here. and you can stream on it and stream your own broadcast. This person broadcasts music, morning show here, and lots of stuff. You even got InfoWars jumping on there. Let's see. So yeah, so lots of stuff you can do, and there are microtransactions right here. I don't really use this Theta Edge node for that. I stream directly through Theta itself, but as you can see, my Edge node, I keep it running and it works, and it relays my bandwidth so other people can have smooth video streams. And so instead of everything having to go to one central point and one central server or data center, it can jump around on people's computers, and that bandwidth can be shared, and my Edge node can help other people whenever my computer is not in use to have a better experience with their video, and I get paid for that. And here's the microtransactions. I get paid in T-Fuel, and right now T-Fuel is worth let's see here, T-Fuel, there it is, not jet fuel. T-Fuel, Theta Fuel, and it's worth 35 cents. Jeez, man, just the other day it was worth like 20 cents, and then a couple weeks ago it was worth like 13 cents, and then I remember back when it was worth like 2 cents and 4 cents. So it's T-Fuel is doing awesome. People are jumping on this Theta bandwagon. People are realizing the value of distributed content delivery networks and installing this thing on their computer. People are running Edge nodes from multiple computers, and when you hold the Theta token, the governance token, you can download the Guardian node, and that kicks it up a whole other level. Anyway, let's get back to this article here, not this one. Okay, I can't remember where that article was. Okay, here it is. So let me just reload it. Okay, anyway, this is it. So anyway, it describes it right here. There's the content delivery network, the point of presence data center. And there's all the Edge nodes, Edge cachers, and then there's the viewers. So it doesn't have to be like some typical top-down look. And there's all these other graphs that show how all the payment systems work. Anyway, this has now been solidified as a patent. So Theta Labs granted second U.S. patent for ultra-high transactions throughput micropayments to support decentralized video and data delivery. So this is huge, which probably helps to account for this major jump back up yesterday. So regardless of what happens in the rest of the market, Theta is continuing to blast on up. It hit $7.99 the other day, a couple days ago. Now it's at $7.29. I mean, I'm glad I bought more Theta during this little dip right here, and it's just we're gonna see some crazy things come from Theta this year, I think. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I harp a lot on Theta, but it's because there's just a lot of stuff to talk about with it. Okay, anyway, let's get on to something else real quick. I found an article on Decrypt, and then I got curious: what the hell is a social token? What are people doing here? So this is kind of old news, June 19th, 2020. The sudden rise of the Ethereum-based social token. A crypto company called Roll already has enabled 160 artists and influencers to mint their own social tokens, and it's not even out of beta yet. Well, to come fast forward to today's date, there's a lot of artists on Roll, and there's even competing social token platforms with social money. Crypto socialites create their own cryptocurrencies, then gift or sell them to their followers. Loyal fans can use the tokens to buy goods or services or vote to influence the creator's behavior. Roll launched in private beta last summer and currently offers 160 social tokens. Okay, so you can't buy the heart of Lauren Driscoll, I don't know who that is, who runs an Instagram account with 230,000 followers under the name Sugar Boogers. I've never heard of that either. But for 0.000987 per token, you can buy her Ethereum-based social token, the Tingle, and invest in it. Driscoll is beloved for creating ASMR videos, enjoyed by those for whom the sounds of whispering, tapping, and masticating, chewing, not the other M word, caused untold pleasures. In mid-2019, she discovered a new way to tap into her fans' adoration, creating her own cryptocurrency. So she seems to be on top of it technology-wise. She's created her own cryptocurrency. You can do this now on various platforms and mint your own token pretty easily on Waves, on THETA, and a few other platforms. But with Roll, you can do it with just kind of, click, drag and drop, and all that type of stuff. Spencer Dinwiddie Tokenizes NBA contract. And then you roll down here and you have this guy Alex Mazmej, a Parisian entrepreneur who also tokenized himself and created an IPO for himself. So this whole idea as well could fundamentally reshape what it means to become an independent consultant. So let's see here. Jack Purdy says that chart is mostly symbolic as used to demonstrate the real-time pricing, but these tokens are highly experimental, illiquid, and very widely, making any comparison analysis not very useful. But nevertheless, they can currently be redeemed for tangible services. This is his token. 1 CNSL gets you an hour of consulting from this guy, worth $230 per hour. 4,000 Calvin gets your pitch deck reviewed by Cal Hulus, worth $65, and then 30,000 Alex gets you 1-to-1 office hours with Alex Mazmej, $350. Hell, you can even get a flight for 500 Julian with this guy Julian Bouteloup. I have no idea who that is, but he's taking people on his plane in LA for 500 Julian and to Denver. So people are tokenizing. They're creating their own tokens and creating their own little financial ecosystems within themselves. And here you go, the man who sold fractional shares in himself. And this guy held an IPO for himself back before, so it's not an unprecedented concept, but this is the first time it's been done on current cryptocurrency. So I just thought it was interesting. There's another whole article on this guy, Alex Mazmej. And he's basically just explaining his situation, why he's raising $20,000 and all this stuff to get his feet back on the ground and get him back in Silicon Valley. And then here, I've decided to conduct a token sale using my personal token, Alex. Think of it like a blend between a small income sharing agreement and a human IPO. There are currently 100 plus holders of Alex, with many of which become trusted advisors. And then I will be selling 1 million Alex, 10% of the total supply relative to stakeholders' share of the raise. For example, if someone invests $2,000, they will get 100,000 Alex. I will take 15% of all my income I make for the next 3 years I gain and give it back to shareholders, capped at $100,000 distributed quarterly in DAI or equivalent stablecoin. This is proportionally to your Alex from the sale of your pledge address at a given time. Since Alex is liquid, you can exit earlier by selling some on Uniswap if you believe it will make you more money in this incentive. This incentive is for this sale only. Alex holders outside of this sale will not benefit, avoiding dilution of the upside. TLDR, not only you could get up to 5 times ROI in 3 years, but you can profit from Alex market price too. And then he'll share his monthly updates. So basically, he's asking you to invest, and he will take 15% of his income, whatever he makes, and he gains and gives it back to shareholders. So if you buy an Alex token and you believe Alex is going to be, some future millionaire, billionaire. I mean, imagine if you bought Jeff Bezos tokens, and if he were to do this back in the day. When he was first starting Amazon, you're like, yeah, sure, I'll help a brother out, I'll help him get his little company started. He wants to sell books online. We have Barnes and Nobles. Who needs that? Anyway, so you helped out and you bought a Bezos token. If you were to get 15% of all his income, and if he took 15% of all his income, then he distributed it to the 1 million Bezos token, 10% or whatever, and if he distributed it to his tokens, even that small fractional amount of share would probably set you for life. So never underestimate the power of an entrepreneur and somebody trying to raise capital for themselves in creative ways. Now, some people could criticize saying, if everybody did this, it'd be just like everybody trying to use GoFundMe to bum money. And that is true too. Cup, half empty, half full. How are you going to look at it? All right. All right. Anyway, that being said, here's the Roll social token website. So you have the monetary policy. The minting and monetary policy of social money is set by Roll smart contracts and cannot be changed. There'll be exactly 10 million units of your social money in existence. So it's a pretty low supply, relatively speaking. You can't mint more, and we can't create more. We're bound by the smart contract code on the Ethereum blockchain. A fixed cap on the number of units of social money issued allows the community to immediately understand what percentage of total value encapsulated by that social money they are holding and make the decision on whether to use it now or in the future. And then Roll will hold a small pool of your social money when issued to support and grow the social money ecosystem. Minting, after you sign up, our smart contracts will issue the first 2 million of your social money to your Roll wallet. The initial pool of social money allows you to create an initial distribution to your existing community, likely starting with your closest supporters. And then vesting. After minting the first 2 million, your social money will vest for a period of 3 years until the max supply of 10 million units is reached. This means every month for the next 3 years, you will receive a lump sum of social money in your Roll wallet. Vesting allows your incentives as an issuer to be aligned with those of the community that hold your social money, so nobody dumps over the long term. With these parameters, we believe social money should be able to store value for the intermediate to long term. So yeah, start your own social money economy and yada yada. Want to roll with us? You can download the app on the App Store or Google Play. So you can create your own token. So if that's what you're into, it's not what I'm into. I don't want somebody basically using my shares of Eureka token or whatever to make me run 10 miles a day, because I ain't going to. But just so happens that this article, March 14th, a $5.7 million crypto heist sent social tokens into free fall. It appears to have been due to a compromised Roll wallet. So, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and what you have are facts of life. And in brief, an attacker made off with 5.7 million in crypto. They channeled the funds from a Roll wallet over to Tornado, and Roll competitors Rally saw their native token surge in price today. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for this competing one too, because I don't like to just talk about one project. I want to talk about maybe their competitors as well. So let me find Rally social token, and I'm sure I can find something on that Rally.io. So you have Roll and Rally. Okay, let me put that over here next to Roll, and let's take a quick look at Rally as compared to Roll. I will put both of these links in the video description. Creators will own their own branded cryptocurrency. So Roll got hacked, so everybody went to Rally. Okay. And then here's a bunch of investors, A16Z crypto. Okay. All right. So I'm just now looking at this. I haven't seen it yet. So, interesting concepts though. You have Roll and you have Rally. Take your pick, Coke and Pepsi. And, so anyway, one of them got hacked, Roll got hacked, and it caused a surge in the value of the Rally token, of the Rally project. And then, so let's see here. Let's look into a little more details here. It's a terrible day for crypto influencers in the social platform Roll. A hack in the early hours of the morning UTC sunk the value of several social tokens minted and distributed on the platform, including Whale, Rare, and Pica, by more than 50% in price, as an attacker made off with almost 3,000 ETH, or about 5.7 million bucks. Dang. MyCrypto.com tweeted that there was some sort of widespread hack/compromise across various social coins, leading to a massive dump. Whale, a social coin backed by NFT assets, confirmed a hack an hour later, tweeting that 2.17% of Whale was compromised through a hack on social token issuer's hot wallet. In a follow-up tweet, Whale announced it has secured the rest of its tokens in cold storage. In response, Roll has suspended withdrawals of social money from its Roll wallet, so it is centralized in that way. It's not decentralized. Mind you, Roll and Rally are not decentralized. and has set up a $500,000 fund to help out affected creators and communities. Looks like a robbery. Etherscan shows that hundreds of ETH were transferred over to Tornado Cash, a privacy tool used by hackers to cover their tracks. Roll said today that the attack was the result of a compromised Roll wallet. So here they are, banding together as a family and all that. The analysis of the blocks said the attacker forced the victims to approve the transfer of all their tokens. How did they force them? Did they blackmail them? Did they have some type of information? Did they hack into some kind of personal information that they were going to give out if they didn't do this? Anyway, it says, Roll didn't say how the private keys were compromised, but said in a statement, it is really sorry. Today we messed up, it added. Yeah. And then it talks about what social tokens are, which we already talked about that. But I will, once again, link this in the article and in the video description. And then I found here some other uses for social tokens. Collabland seemed pretty interesting. And it's a way to kind of tokenize your Ethereum space and your Telegram space and stuff like that. For crypto startups, create a space unique to your early token holders to get product feedback and seed community development. Boot the sellers, form relationships only accessible via your community token, and connect in a way by offering exclusive content and opportunities for your hierarchy of superfans. So it's a way to tokenize your community and to offer your community social tokens. And this can be done through Telegram, and here's some other communities that have allowed tokenization on their Telegram communities. So I thought this was interesting as well. So there are a lot of interesting developments going on with people minting their own tokens, creating their community tokens, and stuff like that. I mean, just like I said, look out for all the constant crap coins that are out there. And Forefront News is an entire social token news site, kind of like DeFi Pulse, kind of like Decrypt Media about cryptocurrency, and just entire website talks about nothing but social token products. And Spencer Dinwiddie is probably one of the most famous ones. Oh wow, social money startups ink deal with rapper Ja Rule, releases song with Lil B. I've never heard either of those songs. Producer and artist Harrison First launches first social money and first generation club. And then Whale becomes the first social currency to reach $10 million market cap. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with social tokens. Cherry, the very first ever not suitable for work community with a tokenized membership. All right, well, good for you, Cherry. And Alex Mazmej, there's that entrepreneur kid. So a lot of stuff going on. I, again, will link this in the video description. So that being said, I've gone on for a little while. It's at 33 minutes or 32 minutes or whatever. I'm going to let it go. Let me check my Theta stream, see if anybody's logged on. Okay, thanks Leroy or whatever for following me today. And all right, I'm going to bid you adieu, and we are going to call it a work day. Let's see here. I gotta do my commute, but my commute is not so bad now that I have a new car. So pretty stoked about that. That Subaru Crosstrek is treating me pretty well. And I'm gonna read up some more on the social media tokens and see what the dealio was with that. All right. I will talk to you later. Bye.